I want to note at the outset that I'm joined by three of my colleagues on the East Lansing City Council here this afternoon. Mayor Pro Tem Diane Gadaris, Councilmember Kathy Boyle, and Councilmember Ruth Beyer are all with me. All three of us just came from a demonstration with members of the Glencairn neighborhood in East Lansing and have heard from them personally about how this storm has impacted them. Those are stories that we've been hearing all week from people who are struggling with a storm of this magnitude and trying to stay safe. I also want to echo comments that were made regarding the seriousness with which both Lansing and East Lansing have taken this emergency. Our Emergency Operations Center was brought into operation shortly after the storm occurred and has been up and running ever since. And the city and East Lansing throughout has been ensuring the public safety and working to support the power restoration efforts that have been undertaken by the utilities. Our DPW crews worked quickly to clear obstructions from city streets and sidewalks, and at this point they are assisting with storm cleanup, which we anticipate will take several weeks. The city has alerted residents that debris that's fallen in your yard, be it limbs or branches, trees, can be taken to the curb, and our DPW crews will pick it up for you, but we ask for your patience in knowing that it will take several weeks for this to be accomplished. We've also operated a 24-hour warming center at the Bailey Community Center throughout this crisis and will continue to do so until all of our residents have heat and power. The Bailey Community Center is a place 24 hours a day where our residents can go to warm up, to get food and drink, to have access to Wi-Fi, and to charge their electronic devices. It's also staffed by East Lansing City staff for the East Lansing Police Department. And throughout this crisis, including today, we are making transportation from ELPD available to any who need transportation to warming centers or overnight sheltering so that people can find access to the services that they need. We've also increased our police patrols in all neighborhoods with outages throughout the community to ensure the security of homes and families in those areas until power is restored. Finally, the city is working to close the information gap by collecting information from our residents about where power outages exist that can be shared with the Emergency Operations Center and with the Board of Water and Light and other utilities to ensure that no one is missed in the process of restoring power. Right now, our focus is and must remain on ensuring public safety and getting people's power back on. But when this is over, both Mayor Bernero and I agree that there are tough questions that need to be answered and that we will be here today calling for a comprehensive review of this incident from the preparation all the way through implementation of response and the communications that have occurred within. I know that I've shared with many of you my personal feeling that communication during this crisis has been inadequate, and I'm glad that we have the opportunity here this afternoon to hear directly from individuals involved in that response, including the Board of Water and Light, to get questions answered about the status of that response. Having said that, I see people in this audience, and I'm surrounded by people up here who have been working in our Emergency Operations Center, who have been supporting this effort, and I can tell you from my conversations with them and watching them work in the field that they, as well as City of East Lansing employees, are doing everything in their power to bring this crisis to a quick resolution as quickly as possible. I also want to echo Mayor Bernero's comments regarding the difficult work being done by our DPW crews, police officers, firefighters, and the linemen and women who are out there working to restore power. They're working under extremely difficult circumstances, and we should all be grateful for the effort that they are putting in to try and get people's heat and power on as soon as possible. As the mayor mentioned, there will be an opportunity for questions from the media after and then from members of the public, and I would encourage you to ask those questions and to continue to stay in contact with us and to look for more updates from the City of East Lansing as we continue to respond to this emergency. Again, Mayor Bernero, thank you for having us here at the EOC today, and thank you all for being here.